This video today is going to show you how to make a PlayPosit video and have it embedded in Schoology. So our step one, we're going to go to Add Materials, and we're going to go to External Tool, and then select External Tool one more time. Now we've got to scroll up to the top a little bit. We've got to pick our tool, which is PlayPosit. We're going to give it a title. This is the title that's going to appear in Schoology. And from there, we could give it points and give it categories to go into your assignment, or that's something you can do after you make the video and you decide on the number of questions you have. All right, so we hit submit so it can process, and it appears nothing has happened. So it's loaded at the bottom. If you decided to add that here, right, with external tool, then obviously it would be inside that folder. So we're going to click on the word practice. So this creates like a portal between Schoology and PlayPosit. We don't have a video yet that we made for this purpose. If you do, you can just link it up if it's from last year, last semester, or somebody in your PLC. But the purpose of this video is to show you how to make that. All right, so you can see I've been doing a couple of runs here. So there's an old one. So here we're going to hit Add Bulb. So now these are your input methods to add in a video. Most people are going to use YouTube. So previously I already copied a link from YouTube, so I'm going to paste it here, and it's your normal copy a link from YouTube that you've done probably several times. So this one that I found is a tornado that's destroying a gym. Okay, so you can see it's 26 seconds long. So over here, if I like this whole video, then I can just hit done. You can add another video. Let's just say you had another one on an earthquake or a landslide that goes with this theme. You can add those things up. Otherwise, we can watch the video, and this is just security, so there's no audio. So if you know, for example, right here, I want to add a question, so this is where the interaction button comes in. So I've got multiple choice, free response. You can poll, check all that apply, fill in the blank, discussion. And for the discussion, there's features on there you can have where the students got to make a discussion post first before you can view other things. You can add a PDF, so if there's something you want them to read alongside that video, right? You can add a pause, which is essentially just stopping the video and maybe drawing some attention to some future part of the video. Okay, so if I go with free response, okay, why is the screen, let's see, I don't like free response. What did I click on? Add an interaction. I want fill in the blank. Because free response is not self-graded. Why is the screen dark? Okay, so then you've got to click on the button to add a blank so it knows where the answers are. So then you could have tornado. Okay, then I can sort of click out of that space, and you can see it locks in. I can say power went out. You can click out of that space, and you see that it saves. So you can have multiple answers for your fill in the blank. It just depends on how they're going to enter it, but it is character by character, right? So if you say tornadoes or they spell it wrong, obviously it'll mark it incorrect. You've got some advanced features here. These are always selected because this is the purpose of the platform, that if you have an interaction that's required, they can't skip it. It also pauses the video so they have time to answer it without missing the video. And after they attempt this interaction, they can rewind if they miss something. So this allow more than one attempt. You can do this for the entire video at the end, or if you just want more than one attempt on this question, maybe it's harder, right? Then you can just do it for this one and leave the others the same. So in this feature here, so if the answer is correct, then you can jump ahead in the videos. Maybe this is like a pre-test and they already know something, then they can skip ahead the video. And same idea, if it's wrong, you can jump them back a minute so that they hear that portion again to make sure. So there are some nice features with some of these. These are not the same on every question type, but it's a nice feature to discuss. Okay, so then I could play the video or I could just scan it over. Okay, so then maybe right about here, we'll say 12 seconds. I want to add another interaction. This time I'm going to do a pause. And I'm going to say, pay attention to the top right corner of the screen. Okay, so there's no question there. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. Okay, and let's say that's all I really wanted to do. So if I go to review, I can preview this. So this is what it's going to look like from the student's perspective. And again, there's no audio, so you're not missing anything here. It's just security camera. Why'd the screen go dark? Power went out. All right, so I got correct, so I can continue. Okay, now it says, hey, pay attention to the right. So there's no question, but the only way the video moves if you hit continue. Believe it or not, some people get stuck right here. Okay, so then sure, we can pay attention to the top right, and we see what's happening here. So obviously the video continues, and we can go from there. So here's where you could have some options to adjust your playback scenarios here. So if you wanted to have them retake, right, allow learners to retake the bulb after completion. So then 0, it says underneath here, it means you have indefinite number of retakes. If you just want them to have 2 tries, then you can put that in there, but that'll work for all the questions. But they've got to go ahead and do it all over again. So if I check that there, then I've got to hit save to keep that check mark. And then I'm going to hit save to save my bulb, because I did the video, I add the interactions, and I checked in the end. That's why they got the 3 tiers there at the top. And then there's this little pop-up. For whatever reason, it's been like the background isn't showing up. Usually it's a little bit more pronounced, but then this says close here. So this is going to close my PlayPosit section that opened up. Okay, so then I'm just going to go back to this tab. So when I was doing the preview, other tabs opened, and I'm just clicking on the original tab. If you didn't do the preview, then that wouldn't happen. But you can see we have our video here now. Okay, so we're in Schoology, we're in like the portal in PlayPosit. We made the bulb, so now we got to say, okay, assign this bulb to my class. And right now it's linked, so I've got my period 2 class is going to receive this. So there's 2 options. One is self-paced and one is live broadcast. Self-paced is what you would use for flipped classroom. If you're doing station rotation, if you're doing a playlist where students are doing that without you. Live broadcast would be maybe it's a big video that you want to control when they fast forward and things to emphasize. And you're going to present that video on the screen in the front of the room. And then once they get to the questions, the students are going to have the questions pop up on their side. So you have confirmation that they have the information. It's not just the videos playing in the room. So I'm going to go with self-paced because it fits more of the features we're talking about. And then you're going to link that together. And you can see how this screen sort of changed. Right? It says monitor now instead of set link. And then you've got to go ahead and set that for your other classes if you want to assign it to the other classes. So I got to switch over. So now I made the video, so I can go to set link, and it's going to be on the top because you just made it. Self-paced. That one's done. And I got to go to period 4. Same idea, right? It's not set up yet. It's right on top. So if you wait after you make the video, maybe it won't be on top. Maybe it'll shuffle around. Okay, so now they're all made. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to come on down. So it's still down here. But if I want it for a grade, then I've got to come into edit, right? I've got to enable grading. I've got to give it a category, and I've got to give it date. So then if I hit save here, okay, so I just hit save. It didn't refresh. I'm going to refresh the screen, and you'll see how that's ready to go for today. All right, there's how to put your PlayPosit in Schoology. Thank you very much.